Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to go through Cambridge IELTS books for your IELTS preparation. Some of you haphazardly start practicing from Cambridge IELTS books, and as a result, actually, what happens? They finish all the books and then they don't have more resources. Let me tell you, as far as IELTS is concerned, we've got limited resources. Limited resources, that means there are only 16 Cambridge IELTS books and there are 64 listening tests. There are some other Cambridge books as well, but these books are pretty standard. Now, let's take a start. I will explain how to use Cambridge IELTS books, what should your strategy be and all that. Well guys, the first thing is, volume 1 to 16, this is basically not a volume. These are practice tests as per the years they published. Like almost every year they publish one book. So in 16 years they published 16 books of Cambridge, and these books contain past exams. These are only and only past papers, right? Now, whenever you start your IELTS preparation, it's a very good idea that you should start from Cambridge IELTS book number 16. Okay, I've got book number 16. Now let me tell you, book number 16 is the latest or most recent one. On the other hand, book number 1 is the old one. 16 is the recent and latest. Book 1 is old one. I remember in 2001 or 2, I came across Cambridge IELTS book number 1. So when you start your preparation, what you have to do, first of all, take one listening practice test from Cambridge IELTS book number 16. Take a test from book number 16, okay, and then see how it is. Only one listening test. After taking one listening test from book number 16, now how to take the test, I'll not go into that detail. I've already made videos on that. After that, take one practice test, listening test 1 from here. Listening test 1 from book 16, listening test 1 from book number 1, listening test 2 from book number 16, listening test 2 from book number 1, listening test 3 from here, test 3 from here, and all that. Now, by the way, once you are done with all 4 tests, now you know what will happen? When you do book 1, you will see pattern, style, things are different. IELTS is same. But there would be certain changes, or there would be certain things which you see, because in actual exam you never know. Sometimes they give you 15 years old IELTS listening test, which is there in their data bank and all that, okay? And sometimes they give you a test which was made 5 years ago, sometimes the recent test. So that is why you should be familiar with these two patterns, right? Once you are done with book number 1 and 16, now you can move further. Book 15 and book number 2. One test from here, one test from here. Now I'm not going to repeat that, okay? You understand what to do, okay? Once you are done, then you can go on, and you've got book number 3 and book number 14. Okay, so this should be your practice, and at the end, once you are done with all of this practice, your book number 8 and 9, they will meet. When book number 8 and 9, when these two books meet, it means you have finished your IELTS preparation. This is the best approach, and this is the best way to take practice tests from IELTS listening. Very briefly, I'm going to tell you few steps how to take the test. Step number 1, take the test, reading or listening. Okay. Step number 2, check your answers. At the end of the book, answers are given. Check your answers. Step number 3, count the correct number of answers and underline the wrong answers. Step number 4, play the audio again to listen to the audio for wrong answer, and even if you don't understand, then go to the audio script in the book, and there you can just see what the right answers are and why your answers are wrong. Once you are done with this thing, then you can move on to the next step. Same is what you have to do with reading. From the books, actually, first you need to take a reading test from any of these books. Okay, first take a reading test. After taking the reading test, check your answers and highlight your wrong answers. Once you highlight your wrong answers, after that you have to see why these answers are wrong, and in the passage go back, read the passage, read the lines, read that paragraph where there is the answer, so that you know what the right answer is. Okay, so this is how you can go on with reading. Next, we've got writing. At the end of the book, they have given some sample answers. Some sample answers are as pathetic as band score 4, 4.5. Don't read them. But it's a good idea to read the sample answers that start from band score 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So you can just go through them. And you can read the answers of band score 4 to see what sort of mistakes the students do if they get 4 band. If they get 4.5, what sort of mistakes do they do? Now see, this is going to be a complete package. This is a complete study plan for all 4 modules. I mean, each book contains practice tests, and there are 4 speaking tests as well. Now what you have to do, you can practice those speaking tests with any member of your family, with any friend you have, or you can ask anyone. Even you can give the book to a child who can read and say, please ask me these questions and I will answer. You take my test, I'll buy you a chocolate. Later on, don't buy the chocolate. This is chal nas jaye to. Okay, anything like that. So this is a complete package, and I advise you to buy original Cambridge IELTS books from the market, right? I mean, you can find them. I found them in a market, and there from a shop I bought them all. So you should buy good books in good printing quality and all that. And then take practice tests from there day after day, and don't rush. Don't say I will finish all 16 books in 8 days, 2 books a day. No, not at all. If you rush to complete the books, this will not help you. As per my advice, you should spend 32 days. Like, in total, we have 16 books. So for all 16 books, you should take 32 days. In one day, 2 listening tests, 2 reading tests. Right? Next day, 2 listening, 2 reading. So in 2 days, you can finish 1 book. In 32 days, you can do it all. On the other hand, if you've got 64 days, that is enough time. That is ample amount of time. Then you can do 1 test a day. 1 listening, reading, writing and speaking test a day, and this is how you can improve, and you can improve your bench score, your level of English. These 16 books are actually going to improve your level of English, and then there you are, without any problem you can get your desired bench score. All the best, guys. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on-campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you best of luck from the venue of his IELTS masterclass. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.